Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I have a Vettsy unboxing. I got onto their website a little bit ago because I needed to pick up some of my staple things that I buy from Vettsy, and of course I couldn't just stop there. I needed to browse through their new autumn and winter season stuff, and I picked up a whole bunch of things. I actually have another box this size right next to it here off to the side. So I've got two boxes here, and I figured we can just do a fun haul slash swatching of some of the stuff that I've got and just look through everything and see what we have. And in case there's anything that you're interested in picking up from Vettsy, you can always use my discount code. I have an affiliated discount code and you can get, I believe it's 20% off on Vettsy. And if you do use that code, I do make a small commission off of that. So I appreciate it very much if you choose to use that code. But I thought it would be fun to just go through and see what they have available for the fall and winter season. So if anything catches your eye, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of all this stuff. So like I said, I've got two large boxes over here, so I don't know how they're packaged or anything. I literally just got these in the other day. And I'm just gonna open it up right here. So it's like, there was just a little bit of tape, and I'm gonna open this up. My camera's right here, so I have to scoot this off to the side, and then I'll zoom in and we can start doing the unboxing. So first up is this cute little package that they had inside the box. I love their bubble wrap. I always mention it when I get these boxes. By the way, like I mentioned, I did purchase all this stuff myself, but I always like mentioning that their bubble wrap is just so cute because it's pink and it's got hearts and it's adorable. They have a little sticker here. Okay, so let's start off with the top. Ooh, this is hefty. So I noticed that they have stamping plates on their website, and they used to have like a few occasional here and there. I got a couple in some of their like seasonal boxes that I did last year. I did like a year subscription and got a bunch of their boxes. And recently I saw that like stamping plate seems to be more detail, like there are more of them on their website than there have been in the past. Usually it's just like a couple, and here they have like full on stamping plates. So we've got a little card here for scraping the stamping polish, and here are the stamping plates. This is a set of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's a lot of stamp plates, and these are like, they're really hefty. They're nice and heavy. So let's get a look at some of these. These are like really cute, like patterns, different kind of plaids and houndstooth, and just really fun, like full coverage patterns. Then we've got cute little hearts. Ooh, these are cute. I'm holding it sideways just so that it all fits in the frame at once. Cute hearts. This looks like some interesting textural stuff. It kind of looks a little bit like this over here. Kind of looks like stone, like if you like cut a gemstone, and it's got a really gorgeous like waves and patterns and veining. So that's really cool. This almost looks like some sort of animal print maybe. Or, you know, kind of just like texture. This actually makes me think of like tree bark. So it's kind of just a really interesting textural plate. Here we've got, looks like different like lace detailing. We've also got some little stars at the bottom, some florals. That's really pretty. And here we've got a whole bunch of really cute stuff. Oh, that's interesting. There's little Hello Kitty icons over here. So if you are a Hello Kitty fan, this might be a plate for you to pick up. Looks like we've got the Powerpuff Girls too. There's one. Can you see? That's interesting. I didn't know that they had like full-on characters on this plate. There's also a whole bunch of cherries. There's another little Powerpuff Girl here as well. Some stars. So just like a really interesting, very detailed, kind of random and chaotic, but like in a good way. So that is the first one. And it looks like it came with a scraper also. That's interesting. I'm not sure how this works. Press open, press closed. Oh, to like remove it. Interesting. I wonder if this is like another kind of scraper. I'd be curious to like compare these two and see which one works better. But I picked up more stamping plates. They had a whole bunch and they come in sets, as you can see. I'm pretty sure you can also order them separately if you don't want to get the whole set. I like that they come in these really nice bags though. That's cute. So recently, I did a French nail set on myself, and I actually used the stamping plate from Clear Jelly Stamper that had French nail tips because I couldn't draw Frenches on myself. And I thought that was such a cool idea. And then when I saw that Vettsy had their own plate of French designs, I was like, let me get more of these because it's like such a great option. You have like really deep French lines over here. This can be great for like mapping out your own Frenches, especially if you want to do something much deeper. If you have a longer nail, like what I'm kind of sporting right now, sometimes like these stampings might not be enough coverage, but you can have something like this. Because sometimes, for me at least, the most difficult part of getting a French is getting like a smooth smile line that's like centered in the middle of the nail and even on both sides. So having something like this where you can just stamp it down and it can just be like a nice guide to then fill in the rest of the French will actually probably be really, really helpful. And it's interesting, they have like more rounded ones and more deep ones depending on your nail shape. And then over here, there are some different French designs. And it's fun that they have like these different details. So we have like maybe like zebra print or tiger print maybe, and just like these little pebbles. Or this can be like, I guess, cheetah print or something like that. This actually looks more like a tiger print, but this is really interesting because there's a lot of options here. And I wonder if you can even like layer these two images on top of each other, similar to like a clear jelly stamper stamping plate that has multiple layers. If these are like the same size or similar size, you can probably layer them as well. That can give you a lot of options. So that's really fun. Ooh, here we've got a bunch of really pretty florals. This is really nice. Oh, I like these roses over here. That's really pretty. I like this leaf design as well. There's something really just elegant about it. I like this design here. These are really pretty. I like these different swirly designs. Ooh, here we have some holiday plates. I didn't even realize this, but as we are inching closer to the holiday season, I'm sure this will actually come in super handy. We've got so many different snowflakes here. We've got a bunch of different Christmas tree designs and ornaments. Here we've got some ice skates and presents. This looks like one of those like sweater nail designs. It kind of looks like a knitted sweater design, so that's really pretty. We've got little gingerbread men and snowflakes, more snowflakes here. Just a really fun, intricate holiday set. That's really fun. Ooh, it looks like here we've got a nice Halloween style plate. So that's also great for the upcoming season. Halloween does come first, so this will probably get used first. I like the skull and crossbones over here, the creepy little skeleton hand. We've got this cute little owls over here. I like those, and these fun little haunted pumpkins. That's a lot of fun. I like these little skeletons, these cute cats over here. This is a fun plate too. Oh, I like this gravestone. Ooh, I'm getting ideas now for the upcoming fun season. And this last plate over here is more like full coverage, just fun designs. We've got like this fun argyle print over here. It looks like you can probably layer this on top of each other and then get like a really detailed design. Checkered is always fun. Excuse me. Checkered is always fun. We've got some like a chevron over here. This star image is really cool. This one's really cool too. This makes me think of the Powerpuff Girls, and with that other plate that has the Powerpuff Girl images, that could be a really fun nail design to do and really easy when you're just using stamping for all of it and don't have to hand paint it. This little seashell design, this would have been great for like mermaid nails. Oh, I wish I would have had this in the summertime, but now that we're starting to like scoot away from that season, I don't know if I'll use this anytime soon. Maybe for something else. It could be really cool for like fish scale nails. I've seen that fish nails are really in style recently. Like people are doing just like fish images. So maybe I'll do something with this like that, because it does look like scales. That's really cool. I like these little starfish over here. So this is a fun, just random plate. And then, like I said, I made this order to pick up on some of my Vettsy essentials, and then of course had to pick up a few extra stuff on the way. So these are their buffers, the 180 grit. I love using these on my nails for buffing. They're great, and they're cheap, and it comes in like a whole set. I got two because I only have one more left, so I was like, I need to stock up right now. And last in this box was a stamper that comes with the stamping plate. Interestingly, this box looks very similar to the clear jelly stamper stamping boxes. So that is something interesting to note. It's kind of got like this like plasticky situation. Anyway, I'm not going to open it anyway because I have so many stampers that I'm currently using, and I like keeping extra stampers and stuff that I have just in a box. I have like this like long-term storage box for like a whole bunch of duplicate nail stuff that I have for one day when I need to replace it. So this looks like a lot of fun. It looks like it's a clear base, just like the clear jelly stamper ones. It's got this fun silvery, it probably is like slightly textured design, and it looks like it comes with a scraping card in it as well. So I got all the stamping plates, and it also, you know, with the stamper, I don't think think I even bought this stamper. That's interesting. I don't think I bought the stamper because, like I said, I have so many just in backstock. So I wonder if this is like a free gift with purchase or if it comes with the sets of plates as well. I'm not 100% sure because I'm pretty sure I didn't buy this. So either it came with the set or it was a free gift that they added in, which is pretty cool. We got 3 different scrapers, a stamping plate, stamper, and a whole bunch of different stamping plates. So let me know if there's any specific stamping plate or any of these designs that I just showed that you're curious to see me use. I'm definitely going to probably use like this Halloween one coming up soon. Very soon we're going to be getting into like the winter designs, which is crazy. The French nails I'm definitely going to use. So if there's anything specific you want to see, let me know. But otherwise, I'm really excited to try these out. They feel really hefty and really great quality. So that was the first box, and now I'm going to open up the second box and we can see what else I picked up. Here is the second bubble wrapped package that was in the other box, and this is where like all the fun stuff is. So let's get into it. I mean, the stamping plates were definitely fun as well, but this is like where all the fun glitter, shimmery, sparkly things are. Ooh! Like, I remember what I bought, but I also don't remember exactly. Looks like I got a bunch of... This was supposed to be like, oh, I just needed files and one of their top coats, and then I ended up with all of this, but I cannot be blamed for what has happened. I mean, I probably should be, but I will not take any blame. So it looks like I got a bunch of these different chromes. So we've got a clear chrome. That's something that I've been wanting to get. Yes, I do remember that. I mean, that's why I got it. But they're clear chromes because most of the chromes that I have are like very intensely, like richly pigmented chromes. And those are really fun, but I kind of wanted these like softer, subtler ones where you can put it over another base and it doesn't completely cover what's under it to give it like a nice, really pretty sheen. I haven't really had any of those. Most of them have been just like too pigmented and it completely covers up what I put under it. So I wanted to get a few of their clear ones. So this is like a clear chrome. And they all come with these little applicators, which again, I put in one of my long-term storage boxes for one day when I run out of these little applicators, which I feel will be never because I have so many of them since every one of these like chromes or flakes always comes with one. Here we've got opal flakes in the shade, in the color Jasmine. Ooh, that's really pretty. So this like gorgeous sea foamy color as well. Ooh, that's fun. I got a whole bunch of these. So here ooh, dried flowers. Oh, it looks like there's like dried flowers in here. Hold on, I'm gonna open this up. Give me a sec. Look how pretty this is. There's like a mixture of dried flowers and little holographic flakes and stuff and some pearls and shimmer in here. That is so, so, so beautiful. I really like that. Oh, I'm so excited to put glitter on my nails. I haven't put glitter on my nails in a long time, and I think I'm ready. I've been missing it. This is really pretty. So I decided for the sake of organization and not missing anything, I'm going to like sort these out based on what they are. And then I'll go in order so that it's just a little bit more organized because I am an organized kind of person and I don't really love when everything is like a mess and I feel like I'm starting to get a little overwhelmed. So I'm just gonna like sort everything out and then go in categories. So I figured I would continue with these like dried flower flake things because I already started with those, aside for that one chrome. So I will start off. So this one was like the blue set with like the blue flowers. This one is yellow. So I'll just open that up. You know what? I think I'll open these all up also just because they have these little like protective seals and I have to take them all off with a tweezer and it's a little time consuming. So I'll just open these all up and then we can look at them. So I opened these up and we've got a yellow one. Look how pretty that is. There's something about this like mixture of flowers and glitter and sparkle and foils and stuff that's just like, there's little pearls in there. It's just like really inspiring me. Here's an orange one. Oh, I love that. Maybe I'll put these on my nails next. It's like an autumny floral set with some orange. And look at this one. This one's got like purples. So that's really, really pretty. This is the blue one here. So I bought these in like a set to get them at like a discounted price to buy them all at once, but you can and they just like sent them all together in a box, but you can actually buy like the individual ones if you wanted to. I think for like everything that I got, I bought them in like the discounted bundle set just to, you know, not have to pay extra. But you can also always buy like each of these separately if you wanted to, if there's one specific one. I love these colors. These two together are like really speaking to me, but I also, I really like all of these. This is such a pretty collection. I really like this. I love that my fingers are starting to get covered in glitter. There is nothing I love more than making a mess of glitter. I'm a little bit childish in that way. Like, let me get glitter everywhere. I love it. Obviously, I'm not gonna, pour glitter all over the floor, but like if my hands get sparkly with glitter, I'm just like, oh, look, I was playing in sparkles and it was such a happy time. I love that. So like before, I showed that I had these opal flakes. So I'll open all these up. Again, I bought this in like a discounted bundle set, but you can get them separately. So we have the Lily Color, Daisy, Iris, and Jasmine. So I'll open all of these up and we can see what the difference is between those and these floral ones over here. So I wonder if they're just like, that's just the color. Yeah, it looks like that's just the color name and it doesn't necessarily have those like flowers in them. So I'll open all these up. Look how gorgeous these little flakies are. Now these flakes are really like lightweight and fluffy. Yeah. You know how I just said that I'm covered in glitter? Well, I'm even more covered in glitter, and now my floor is covered in glitter as well. When I took off like the little seal, protectant seal things, like the flakes like stick to the top of it, and it just like poofed everywhere. So these are very lightweight and floofy. They fly all over the place. So be prepared for a mess if you're going to use these, but they're worth the mess. Look how stunning they are. I love these little pastel colors. And even though we're starting to, merge into the autumn and then winter, and pastels tend to be seen as like spring colors, I feel like there's something gorgeous about pastels in the winter. Like autumn is definitely like a grungy, deep time. I love like maroons and dark greens and navy blues, but there's something so gorgeous about pastels in the winter where it's just like soft and just like icy. Oh, I love that. Something like this pink one mixed with maybe like a maroon for the winter, or like something berry, like a not a magenta, but like a deep magenta, something like berry toned or even like a little bit purplish. That's really, really stunning. So I am thrilled to have these. And of course you can use these all year round. Like don't ever let, if you want to go by the seasons, you always can. But I am someone who does like designing my nails and wardrobe and makeup and stuff towards the seasons. I just find that to be fun. It gives a little bit of refreshment to life, but this is a really, really gorgeous set. I can't wait to move on to what I picked up next. So like I said earlier, I wanted to have chromes that don't have too much pigment to them so I could put them over other colors. So I got their pearl one and then their holographic clear one. I'm curious to see what the difference between these two are when I put them over different colors. It looks like this one has like a little bit more of a shine to it, and this one is like this one almost looks a little bit silvery, and this one looks a little bit whitish. In this video, I'm not going to be doing too many like nail designs and stuff, just because I feel like it's going to be really long and I can always do stuff later. I do have a set of gel polish that I do want to swatch in this video if I have time. I'm actually filming this in between like doing stuff for work because it's like 4 p.m, and if I wait any longer, I won't have any daylight left and I have to get this video filmed so it can go up. So I'm actually like playing hooky from work right now to get this video filmed. So I don't know if I'll have time today to do like full nail swatches of stuff, but I really wanted to get this haul just filmed and stuff. And then you can let me know in the comments what you're interested in seeing. So I figured, that can be the best way to do this. Especially because like I got a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not gonna be able to use everything in one video regardless. So as I go through this, if there's something that you're interested in seeing, either like a specific nail set with, or just like a specific technique, or you just wanna see it used in a video, then for sure let me know. So here's one, and here is the other. So this is the pearl and this is the clear chrome, the holographic clear chrome. So like they do look different in the pot obviously. So I'm very curious to see what they look like on nails themselves. So maybe I'll do like a short on that. I'm trying to get more into doing shorts. I'll be honest, I don't love making short form content. It's just not something I like, but let me know. Are you someone who watches shorts more than long form videos? I mean, obviously if you're watching this video right now and you've gotten this far in, I'm assuming you like long form videos, but is shorts something you want to see more of? Because I can do them, but I want to do them. I do want to get more into it, but like something about like making short form content is just not as fun for me. But maybe I can do like a comparison side by side in like a shorts video if you're curious to see the difference between them like I am. Let me know. So one of the main things that I placed this order for, aside for those buffers, were this Vettsy 5-in-1 top coat. It's a no wipe top coat. I love using this for encapsulating nails. It's like a nice runny kind of gel, but like very easily manageable. It's not too thick. I mean, it's more on the thin side, but it's not like too runny where it gets out of control. And I really like using it for like stuff like that, especially if I have something larger in the nail that I need to like encapsulate and file over. So I figured I would just get a whole bunch of these. So I got 3. And then the other thing that I needed that I placed this order for initially before I got distracted by all the pretty glittery things was a nail palette to like put gels down on or polish down on and to do nail art with. So this and these and those buffers were really what I placed this order for. So I just came across them in the box now, so I figured I would just show them. This is great. If you like, I mean, you can use it as an encapsulation layer like I do, but you can also just use it as a top coat, and it's like really nice, and it stays very well, and it's easy to use, and it doesn't chip on me or anything like that, and it's a no wipe, so it's great. If you've been curious, I recommend this a lot. I think I've gone through like 3 or 4 already, and I just ordered 3 more because they're great. And this, one of my palettes that I already had is like starting to get a little bit ruined over time. I've had like accidentally cured gel on it, so it's kind of like not in its best shape anymore. So I figured I would pick those up. And now we can get back into the fun stuff. So another thing I picked up were these tortoise shells / torty designed foils. Tortoiseshell is super popular during this time of the year, and all year round also. I think it's just like a really classic design, and you can definitely hand paint them, and I do plan on doing like some sort of video. I can do it in a short if you're interested, or I can do a long form video of like how to do tortoiseshell designs with like gel polishes if you don't want to buy foils. But I figured having the foils is always fun, and you can mix and mash these into so many different designs. So it looks like they're all the same though. So it's like these two are the same, these two are the same. So it's not like you're getting 8 different designs. So that's just something to be aware of with this set specifically. I don't know how all of their different foils work, but it looks like for this set, you're really just getting 4, and you're getting 2 of like repeats. You're getting repeats. So just something to be aware of when you're placing this order. Like if you decide to get this, just realize that you're not getting 8, you're getting 4. Oh, one other thing that I placed this order for was this. This is a sticker album. Hold on. I'm just gonna open this up here. Sorry if that was a little bit loud. I did not realize it would be so crinkly. So this is just like a basic sticker album. It's got this really cute little snap closure, and then just these little pockets where you can place stickers in from the side over here, and they're like double-sided, and you can fill this all up. I actually have one of these, and it's almost filled with stickers, so I figured I should just get another one for when I inevitably get more stickers like I did in this haul. So I figured this was just another fun thing. I also like putting foils in these, in like albums like this. Sometimes if like a foil doesn't come in a box like this, I've had foils come in just like little packets, and I like keeping them a little bit more secure. So foils, stickers, anything like that is fun to keep in this. So that's another thing I picked up. Then I got some fun 3D charms because I do love my fun 3D stuff. So I saw these. They were so pretty. They're kind of like these like beads, pearls, whatever you want to call them, rhinestones. But I love that they have this like gorgeous brown design with like that like ambery golden yellow reflect in it. I think it's really pretty and great color for this season. So I picked those up. I got these. I saw maroon, and maroon is my favorite color to wear in autumn. It's always been my favorite color. I saw recently it's coming back into style, which like, I don't know why it ever went out of style because it's such a classic and a good color. I have this one sweater that I actually got as a hand-me-down for my cousin years ago, and then I've had it for almost 6 years after her. It's like this maroon sweater it's like a sweater top from Hollister. I love that. Every year when I pull that out to wear for the season, I get so excited. That's like my joy of like pulling out that sweater. Because it's nostalgic because it was like a gift from my cousin. And then also I love that color. So it's like, that marks the beginning of fall for me when I pull out that sweater. But I loved these little bows. Bows are so cute. Bows are really popular right now. It is what it is. I think they're adorable. I am in on the hype. And I just love this set. And seeing it mixed in with these pearls was just so inspiring to me. I love that combination. There's something so, I don't know. It's like almost nostalgic, but like it's also, I don't know, just like really classic and beautiful. And then mixed in with these little roses over here. There was just something so beautiful about the pearl and the maroon together, and these bows. There's like, oh, looks like we've got a little butterfly here too. That's pretty. Ooh, that's nice. I like that. If you're gonna put this on your own nails, just be aware that it will be standing upright and will probably snag on things. So just be aware of that, but that's really pretty. Oh, I like this. So yeah, there was just like something really beautiful about seeing the pearl with the maroon together. There's just the contrast between the white and the maroon is just such a gorgeous combination that I was like, you know what? I really like this. So I got it. Next, I also got these 3D maple leaf designs. These little, do you say decals or decals or charms, or like, what do you call these things? Because I call them usually like charms, because I don't know what else to call them. But I really like these. I love how detailed they are. You see, they have the little veining in it, which is really cute. And they have this really beautiful ambery translucent effect to it. And they're just slightly orangey and shimmery. And I wonder if like they're all exactly the same, or if they're, no, it looks like they're like all slightly different, because that one had like, was like very yellowy, whereas this one is like very orangey. So yeah, I like that. I like that they're like a mixture of different colors. They're not all exactly the same. Can we focus? Thank you. I like these. These are really pretty. It'll be great for 3D designs and for just upcoming autumn designs. And there's so many of them in this pack. So this will probably last me for years and years and years. Many, many autumn seasons in the future. That's great. Moving on, I got dried flowers. I like dried flowers. I love encapsulating them onto nails, and I was recently looking through my collection of dried flowers and realized I'm running a little bit low. So what was I gonna do if not restock? So, ooh, this is pretty. I like that it has like a bunch of stuff in it. All of these like different sets that have like flowers and glitter and pearls and charms and stuff where it's just like a mixture of things is just, it like inspires me, because sometimes I get into this rut where I just do the same thing. But then I see like, for example, like this combination of like the white and the maroon. And I'm like, oh, that's really inspiring. Just like a basic color combination that I might not have thought of. And now it's like, you know, inspiring me to do something with it. I don't want to snap a nail opening this, but like just seeing like the little crystals along with these different designs and the dried flowers in it is just like giving me ideas for how to put these into a nail set. So I love getting that like mixture. It's just, it kind of like gives you, well, at least it gives me like some sort of inspiration for what to do in the future. So I really like that. And then over here, I loved the colors of these, because this color is like giving me like fall vibes, autumn vibes, but also very wintry vibes as well. It's like just fits perfectly in there. Yeah, I wasn't gonna have patience to just open that nicely. So I love like these like berry tones, this like burgundy color over here along with the purple. And then you see how it's mixed in with the light pink and like this like sea foamy green. There's something about like mixing dark colors with pastels for the winter that I just find so beautiful. So like doing something like this as like a winter floral design is just really, really pretty. I love that. So I'm definitely gonna have to do something with this. I love the combination. There's just something so, again, inspiring. I don't have a better word for it, but just seeing this color combination is just really sparking some fun designs that I have in mind, or at least like starting the process of coming up with a fun design. This was a little bit more of like a springy color scheme, in my opinion, with the lighter greens and the yellows and pinks. But I figured, well, first of all, like, it's not like I'm just going to use this for one season. Like, I'll save these for the future, especially when you're doing nails. Like, in comparison to how tiny nails are, especially if you do shorter nails, not like the crazy monstrosities that I have, something like this will last forever, because you really just need such a small amount to get on your nail, and it really adds a ton of impact. So obviously, like, I'll continue to use this in the coming spring season next year, but I thought like mixing these colors with darker colors would be really pretty for autumn. So like mixing the green with a darker green and mixing the pink with like a burgundy and the yellow with a mustard, especially with these little white designs, these little white flowers mixed in. I thought that like mixing that together, because there's something like so beautiful about the contrast of like a dark and a dark color and like a lighter color. There's something so pretty about that. So I figured this will be great for all seasons. Obviously, this haul is like inspired by autumn and winter because that's the season we're heading into. But of course, all of this stuff can be used year round. There's no rules when it comes to something like that. So it looks like I picked up more glittery, sparkly, shimmery things. Is anyone surprised? If you are surprised, you haven't been here long enough. But get comfortable because we do lots of sparkly stuff on this channel. Probably not a lot recently, but I have to get back into it. I love this. I'm gonna take off the lid so that we can really see the detail. I love the holographic. There's just like this gorgeous shimmery design to it. I love that. That's so pretty. I like that this is like a gold, but it's like a champagne-y gold, so it's not like a yellowy gold. That's really pretty because it's like a little bit more of a neutral color. It can fit in with a lot of designs and not, because like sometimes colors are like their own color and then sometimes it's an accent color. So like if like yellowy golds or sometimes just like, you know, they take up a lot of space visually because they're so bright, whereas something like this can kind of like fade into the background and not take over, but still add like a gorgeous element to it. So it's like a lot more versatile, especially if you want to keep your design a little bit more simple and not have so many bright colors to it. This one is silvery. And you can see those gorgeous like holographic blue and pink sparkle and shine to it. That's really pretty. I love that. This kind of gives me like, makes me think of like tinsel. This will be great for the holiday season. There's just something so pretty about that. Makes me think of like ornaments, Christmas ornaments. Next up we have, it looks like another like rose, like a champagne gold color. But it looks like the holographic, well, this one is actually a little bit more yellowy gold. Like, well, not yellowy gold, it's kind of like a little bit more bronzy. So this one over here, you can see like the color is like a little bit more neutral. And it's like almost kind of like not as bright. Like this one is definitely more like a bronzy gold. This one is more of like a champagne, almost like a blonde gold. I don't know if that's a thing. I literally just made that up. If that's a thing, let me know. But like, that's kind of like what I'm thinking of. Like this is like bronzy gold and this is like blonde, like almost like a blonde wood. It's kind of got like a much more neutral tone to it. Really like that. There's definitely a time and place for all of these. You could probably mix them all up together also. That would probably be really fun. I'm just trying to get that like centered onto the thingy so I don't spill it everywhere the next time I move it. Hold on. Why can't I get this centered? There we go. That was more complicated than it needed to be. Well, I made it more complicated than it needed to be. Last one for this. Ooh, this one looks more like a rose gold. Ah. My finger got stuck. So this one looks like it's got more of like a rose gold. Yeah, you can see it's definitely more pinky. That's really gorgeous. And again, it has those little holographic shimmer to it. So you see the greens and the pinks and the purple floating in that rose gold color. That's stunning. All this stuff is going to be so fun together. I think you can kind of see a theme here. I saw sparkly glittery things and I said, I'll take one of everything. Thank you very much. Okay, so I think that's like all like the like sparkly flaky things. But next up, I did pick up some of their watercolor palettes because I did. I have one. I actually have this one. I didn't realize that I already had it. So you can see there's like this really pretty like watercolor paints. You mix this with a little bit of water and you can use it to create really fun designs. If you're a painter or know anything like that, then this would probably be something you're really familiar with. So I actually have this one already. I didn't even realize that when I bought it. So I'm just gonna maybe pass that along to someone or hold on to it for the future. I'm not sure. But I figured getting a few more of these. This one was called Autumn Whispers and I just had to get it because it said autumn on it. And if this is not an autumn haul, then, you know, it's not an autumn haul without this. And then this one was, you know, these other ones were fun, so I figured I'd get them. I haven't done a lot of water painting. Like I said, I already have this one. I think I've used it like once or twice. I have to get more into it, especially now that I have 3 new ones. I have no excuse. I have to use them. But I mean, I saw these colors and there was just no way that I was going to check out without them. Look how gorgeous these are. I love these golden colors. I love the browns. Teal is such an underrated fall autumn color, especially mixed with mustardy yellows like this. It's such a gorgeous combination. And I feel like it's a little bit underdone because I feel like sometimes people think like teal is like very summery, which it is, but it's like a great transition to then getting into autumn and winter. It's such a gorgeous color and I love mixing it with yellows. So something like this, I mean, the color scheme just spoke to me instantly. So I knew I had to get this. Do I use watercolors? Not nearly enough. I'm gonna have to use them more because now I have new ones. So if you have any tips on how to use this, this one was the Galaxy one. And this one was a 12 color palette. So if you have any tips on how to use watercolors on nail art, let me know because I kind of have to use more of it now. Look how pretty those are. I wonder if they did 12 for this one for like the zodiac, like 1 color for each of the zodiacs. That would be interesting because the rest of them are all 6 colors and this one was a 12 color. So I wonder if that was a reason for it. But this is super, super pretty. I love this one. That one instantly caught my attention and I love these olive greens. Green is my favorite color in practically everything. And an olive green like this, especially with like that tiny little hint of a golden shimmer running through it. Again, it spoke to my soul. I saw it and I needed it. So I picked it up. This is super pretty. And the last one I got was called Candy. So I wonder if these are pastels. Again, I remember what I bought, but not really. So it's kind of like fun to see this again. Oh, that's interesting. Okay, so this is not at all what I was expecting. This one actually looks pretty similar to the autumn one. Let me pull out the autumn one just because it has that teal and the green and the yellow. Interesting. So these are pretty similar to each other. Obviously, they're not identical. Hold on, let me zoom out so you can see both of them because like you can't even see what I'm showing you. So they're similar. They're definitely similar. They're not exactly the same. It's almost like they're the same, but instead of these two like goldeny browns, you have a white and a silver. These two are, I think they're the same. These two, I'm pretty sure are the same. This one and this one might be the same. So it's like this one is a little bit different. It's not the same green, but they're very similar to each other. So whether or not you need both of them, if you were thinking about picking these up, I mean, that's up to you because you're definitely getting different colors when it comes to like the browns and the silvers. But if you wanted to pick one of these up for like the blue, especially because it's such a eye-catching color, if that's what caught your attention, you don't need both. So you can probably just decide which one you like more, whether it's the grays and whites or the browns, and just get the one. I'm happy to have both because for me, I like having both. But are both necessary? Probably not. That's something that you need to decide for yourself. But they're very similar to each other, that's for sure. So depending on which one you wanted and for what purpose, I would say you probably don't need both because they are similar and you will get repeats. It's actually quite similar also to this one that I already owned. Yeah, it looks like a lot of these are repeats. So it would probably be wise to just decide which colors you want specifically and then go for that one, because it looks like this one and this one are pretty similar. That one and that one's pretty similar. I'm sure this one and one of the autumn golds is similar, or even maybe one from the Galaxy collection. So I would say with these, just make sure that your the purple is unique, but it actually might match one of the Galaxy ones. So I would say just like go on their website and like compare the different palettes together if they were interesting to you, and like maybe just get one or maybe two. I don't think you need all 4 different versions that they offer on the website if there's just 1 or 2 specific colors you were looking for. So after that, I got stickers because stickers are fun and they're easy. I'm wearing stickers on my nails right now and they're so cute. So like, how could I say no? Look at these gorgeous pumpkins. Pumpkins and leaves. And it is just so pretty. I love that the outlines are like shimmery. Can we focus? There's like a little bit of like a shimmery glitter outline, which just adds just a bunch of, you know, fun to the nail design. It's just a little bit unique. More leaves and more different branches. I love this over here. That is such a pretty design. And again, they have little sparkles throughout it. So it just adds and elevates the design a little bit, gives a little bit more intrigue, some texture, and it just makes it feel a lot more special. So I love this. Oh, look at that cute little mushroom guy. Aw. Can we focus? Thank you. So cute. I really like this set. And of course, it was autumn nails, it was autumn colors, it was autumn leaves. I couldn't say no. I don't remember picking this up. I wonder if it just came with extra collections, but this is like a fun little holographic designs. Don't really remember picking this up, but I'm not mad at it. I'm sure I'll use it eventually. I also wanted to pick up some stuff for the winter season, so I have these fun different snowflake designs. We got little snow-covered trees. It looks like these are like hanging icicles, different snowflakes, and these are more of like a 3D texture, similar to like what I'm wearing on my nails now. So I like having different textures, different designs, and yeah, I figured picking stuff up for the winter season would be a good idea as well. So I got also 2 more different stickers. I wonder if I just got these as a set. I can't remember if I picked all of these different sheets of stickers out individually, or if I just like bought a bundle that they had pre-made. I don't remember, I apologize, but more snowflakes for the winter time. Some more snowflakes for the winter time. Oh, I like this one. This one looks like it's kind of like got like gusts of wind circling the snowflakes with like these different designs and the little spots and stuff, the little dots. That's really fun. I got more of these. I like that they have some color to them as well. Purples and blues. This is a pretty design too. I like these. I'm not really sure what that is, but it's pretty. And then I got a few more of these holographic ones apparently. So it looks like these are like really pretty holographic snowflakes, which is really nice. And just some interesting floral designs. We've got some butterflies, some florals. This is pretty. Again, I don't remember if I picked these up individually or if it came in a set. It's possible like those 3 holographic ones came in a set together and I was just like, sure, add to cart. So I picked up those. And then the last things I have are some gel polishes. So I think I'll do swatches of some of them and then not. And then again, let me know in the comments what you want to see like more extended videos on, because this is more of just a haul, but I do want to do more of like more artwork, of course, with all of the stuff that I bought. Otherwise, what's the point? So I'm going to pull out some of the gel polishes we got. So the first thing I picked up is this Luxe Gel Paint Set. So this is apparently LED gels that are for stamping. That's why I picked it up, because I got all of the stamping plates that I showed earlier. So I got all those stamping plates, and then they said that this is stamping gel, which is interesting. I've never used stamping gel before. I've only ever used like stamping polish. So I was curious to see how this would work out and, you know, what the technique is, if they're as good or different or not as good. Like, I just want to see how they compare to regular stamping polish that I'm familiar with. So it came in a whole set. And again, each of these are sold individually if you did want to just get like one. So it comes in like their classic squared pots, like their other potted gels come in. And I figured I would just get the whole collection of colors because it was hard for me to pick and choose. I'm like, well, if I'm gonna use these for stamping designs, then I kind of want all of them. So it looks like these are the only ones that they have on their site. I wonder if in the future they'll get more different colors and maybe like shimmers and sparkles. I'm not really sure how that would work. But again, you can buy all of these individually if you wanted to. I just figured I'd go with the whole set. So this is interesting. I think I'll open these up and maybe do like, again, let me know if you want to watch a short or if I should just do like a long form video using some of the stamping plates and these stamping gels. I've never used stamping gels before, so I'm curious to give these a try. All of these are individually wrapped, and I just don't have time right now to unpack all of them. Maybe I'll open one just to see. I'm curious about the texture, just to see what they're like. So I'm gonna open the hot pink one because that's the first one that caught my eye. And it kind of matches with like Vettsy's theme of pink stuff. So I wanna just see what they look like, if they are similar to the texture of their other regular potted gels. And then it makes me also wonder if their regular potted gels would also work for stamping. Like, is there a difference or not? Oh, this is one of those like really tightly, hold on, I have to use like a small scissor to open it, because these, for some reason, like when they have the like aluminum foil over top, it's easy to come off, and it usually has like a little tab. But for some reason, this one, like the white top, is like really difficult to open. I can never get it open with a tweezer. I always have to use a scissor. So I recommend having like a little eyebrow scissor on hand if you ever have to open small things. It's helpful. So I usually just cut it right off and around like this, because I just can't get it to unstick from the rim. Interesting. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that off. So I will tell you instantly, just based on literally just looks, because I obviously haven't touched it with a brush or anything, it looks like this is a much more whipped, maybe thicker consistency than some of their potted gels. I won't really know the difference between them until I like kind of really compare it and like stick a brush in here and see the difference. I just want to get off that flap that was bothering me. But it almost looks like, see how it's like holding its shape? Like it got pulled up and it's like sitting there and it's not flattening out. So some of their potted gels do that and some of them don't. It's almost like they have different formulas throughout their potted line, like their potted gel line. So first of all, this color is gorgeous, like super pigmented. I do love that. But it looks almost like a souffle. Like it's like a really thick texture. It's really interesting. I don't have time, like I said, to really play around with this right now. I wish I did, maybe sometime over the weekend. Now I want to open another one and see what the other one is like. But I am really curious to see how it performs, and maybe I'll do like a detailed video. Let me know if you're interested in seeing that. Doing stamping with these and then with some of their other just solid gels that they call them, not specifically like the gel paint, and just see if there's a difference, or if you like already have solid gels from them, if those will work just fine as well. Like I really just want to see, compare and contrast. This is gorgeous. But you can see it's like a very thick texture. And again, some of their gels are, and some of them aren't. So I really just want to do a compare and contrast at some point. So let me know what kind of form of video you want to see that in. Just pop that in the garbage. Do you want to see it in a short? Do you want to see it in a comparison side by side? Do you want to just see it in an overall, like some sort of nail design that I do in the future? Just let me know how you would like to see this going on. Hold on, I got some of the gel over there. I'm just gonna grab just a lint-free pad. Just clean that off a little, just so it's not completely ruined before I even get a chance to use it. So yeah, I saw this on their site and I thought it was really interesting to see specifically gel paints that they were advertising with their stamping. So I'm curious to see how that works. And then the last thing I picked up was a set of gel polishes that they had for autumn. So they ship them like individually, because you can buy them individually. I just bought like the bundle set, like I said, with the rest of the stuff, so that it would just be a cheaper price. But it's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 gel polish set. I think I'll do swatches of this. What time is it? Like literally, oh, it's 4 o'clock now. Oh, fine. I thought it was already 4. Listen, I'm all over the place today. My day did not go as planned. Let's just say that. I got a late start at work and then I needed to film this video, and so now I still have work to do after this. With the lighting though, I'll have to see how the lighting is after I finish with all this. But so I picked up their, this was like their autumn collection, and you can buy it as a bundle or separately if that's what you want, like I mentioned. So this is their maroon shade. You know how much I love remember. What? It's like my mouth didn't know when to stop saying that. So these are like glass gels. They are a much thinner consistency. They're kind of see-through, which is really, really pretty. I don't have a ton of glass gel polishes. Most of my gel polishes are like thick, opaque colors. So I was really curious to see this whole set of just more sheared polishes, and also see how they compare to each other, because this is like a 12 set collection, and if they're all sheer, they might be similar enough that you don't need to get all of them. And then if you were looking at them or considering purchasing them, you might not need all of them. Similar with like the watercolor paint palettes, you might not need all of them if they're similar enough. It's called Paradise. Ooh, this one is a full color, full opaque. So it looks like there's like a mixture. I don't remember again exactly all the descriptions and stuff while I was shopping. So it looks like this is a fully pigmented one. And I actually think I have this color already. So it looks like they might have already, like they've taken gel polishes that they already had and just put it in a bundle deal and discounted the price a little bit for autumn. That might be it because I'm pretty sure I already own this color. So I can like double check that. But if that's the case, then make sure that like what you're ordering, you don't already like have. So like don't order a set of gel polishes unless you want to, of course, if you want backups or if they're colors that you use all the time. But just something to be aware of if these are colors that have already existed and they just put it together in a bundle deal for autumn, you might want to just double check that you're not repurchasing stuff if you don't want to. This is Americano. This one looks like it's another glass gel. This one would be great for like tortoise nails, like tortoiseshell nails. That's really pretty. I do like that. I love brown. Brown is like one of my favorite neutrals. This one is called Temptation. Ooh. And it looks like it might be another sheer one as well, just based on the sticker. That one wasn't closed very tightly. Yeah, another sheer one. That's really pretty. It's kind of like this like sheer muted red. Super, super pretty. Cinnamon, yeah. Okay, so now that I have seen this, I already own their cinnamon color as well. So I can say with like probably like 99.9% certainty. I don't want to say 100% just in case on the off chance I'm wrong. But I'm pretty sure these are gel polishes that they've already had in their line that they bundled together to get for a discounted price for autumn. So just be aware of that because I do already own cinnamon. I know that for sure because it's a color that I love. Look how gorgeous that is. I already know that I love this color and I also have Paradise. So if you don't want duplicates, just make sure you know what you're purchasing is all I'm going to say. Amber. I do love an ambery color, especially for the autumn. Something about it is just so scrumptious. Looks like this one's going to be another sheer one as well. Ooh, yes. This is going to be great for like tortoiseshell nails as well. This one with a darker brown. Ooh, super, super pretty. I love that color. Next, we have Tea Time. Looks like this one's going to be a sheer one as well. I'm really excited to have more sheer gel polishes because I don't have a ton of them. That's interesting. So this is like a little bit more pigmented than some of the other sheer ones. It's almost like a milky jelly, similar to like a similar style from Born Pretty that I did like an unboxing of a couple weeks ago. They also had like, they called it a milky jelly where it's like slightly sheer, but it's got a little bit more pigment than something like the Amber one, which was like almost practically clear. Again, I'll do swatches for this and we can really see the nuance, but this is a gorgeous color. I love it. It's more of like a neutral brown, but it's got the tiniest hint of like a rosy undertone to it. That's really nice. Maroon and maroon. Interesting. Interesting. I wonder if this was a mistake or if I purchased this on purpose. So, I mean, it is the same color, right? Yeah. Interesting. You know what? Hold on. I have to check out the rest of these. Tea Time, Hotness, Enchanted, Americano. So it looks like I got a couple of doubles. Tea Time and Americano. And I'm wondering if maybe I ordered two separate bundles and some of the colors overlapped. Because I feel like I remember doing that, like ordering, not knowing that they were colors that were repeats, but I'm pretty sure I remember ordering two nail sets. And I wonder if one of them was like the sheer ones and one of them was more of like the more pigmented ones, and they were two separate collections that they like put together, because it looks like Hotness and Enchanted are probably going to be more like fully opaque ones, not the jelly ones. And I wonder if that's what happened. So double check what you're ordering, unlike myself, because now I have multiples upon multiples because I already own cinnamon and now I have two more. So here we have Hotness. Ooh, that is a pretty color. I very muchly enjoy this color. Look how gorgeous. It's this gorgeous, gorgeous like brown undertoned orange. Stunning. Orange is my second favorite color. Green's my favorite color, and orange is a close second. But like especially like a brownie orange like that. Like I love a bright like traffic cone orange. And I do like a slightly yellowed orange, but like a brownie autumny orange. That is beautiful. That I love. And so last we have Enchanted. Ooh, interesting. I was not expecting that color. It's like a dusty, muted red. I was expecting it to be a little bit darker, but I do like that this is like a dustier color, especially if it came in the same collection as Paradise. So I can't remember off the top of my head if I ordered 2 separate collections and then some of them happened to be repeats and I just didn't realize. I think that's what happened. So yeah, just be aware of that. If you already own a whole bunch of colors and gel polishes from Vettsy, double check the collections and different bundle deals that they offer. You might already own them. And if you're buying a whole bunch of sets back to back with each other, make sure that there aren't too many repeats, or make sure that you're okay with getting repeats. Because over here I have Americano and Tea Time and Maroon and Maroon. So I have 3 colors that are repeats, not to mention I already owned a Cinnamon from before and a Paradise from before. So I have a bunch of repeats now. I'm not complaining. Remember that box that I mentioned of backstock products in case I run out of stuff one day? Yeah, all of these are going to go in there, all of my duplicates. And then that way I will probably have these gel polishes for the rest of my life. So I am not upset that I made this mistake, but it's something that you should be aware of for yourself. So I think I'm going to swatch these all out because I still have some daylight left, and then I have to get back to work. And pray for me. It's been an exhausting work week. Oh my gosh, I'm ready. I mean, I'm ready for it to be over. I'm in my work's busy season right now. I've mentioned that in a few videos, which is why I had to get this video filmed today and right now in the middle of like my work day, because I knew that I was not going to get to it. I hate my work busy season. It's like good because it's good that we're busy, but also like I don't like it. I don't like being so busy. I don't like being so busy that I don't have time to do my fun things. That's basically how it is. So I'm gonna do swatches of all of this, and then you can just see all the colors. And then again, let me know in the comments what you want to see more detailed videos on. I was about to go do the swatches, and then I realized I forgot that I didn't show these. So I bought these like silicone molds of snowflakes, because I love these silicone molds. I have a bunch of them with different designs and styles and stuff from Vettsy, and they're super fun. I like that you can like put whatever color you want. So if you have like a charm, or you want to do like a nail design or something and you don't have a charm in that color, or you don't have the rhinestones in that color, or you want something to be like very specifically colored, you can just use one of these like silicone molds in a bunch of different styles and shapes, and they have all different ones on their website, and they're like a couple of dollars each. These are like really tiny snowflakes, and then you can really customize your charms and stuff and your 3D nail embellishments. You know, you might even think that buying something like this instead of a whole bunch of different colors and a whole bunch of different charms might be more worth it, because you can literally make any color you want. So I was about to go do my swatches, and then I realized I hadn't shown those. So I'm gonna do the swatches. I don't think I'll do the swatches live. Maybe I will. Hold on. I have to decide how I want to do this. I'll be back with swatches one way or another. So I decided I'll do the swatches live, like for you to see, especially because I feel like with the jelly, like clear glass gels, it would be helpful to see. But I didn't want to re-swatch Cinnamon and Paradise since I already own these and already have swatches of them. So I figured I would just show them to you here. So you can see Cinnamon, it's like slightly sheer. I did 2 layers of this. I always do my swatches in 2 layers just so I can see the full like color of the nail of the color, but you can see it's like slightly sheer over here. So this is definitely like a jelly, and then over here the Paradise is like a thick, opaque, deep red. It's not like a bright red. I wouldn't even call this like a summery red, but it's a very deep, richly pigmented red. So those are the colors for these 2, and now I have more of those, so that's fun. But I figured for the rest of them I would do the swatches here. So I've just pulled out a bunch of swatch sticks, and we can do that. So starting off with Americano. This is one of the clear ones. Like, not clear, I don't know why I keep calling it that, like the jelly ones. So it's this gorgeous like chocolatey brown color. I love that. That's so pretty. So there we have that color. Really gorgeous. Again, I'll do a second swatch, like a second layer, because I like doing my swatches that way. But here's a first layer. Next we have Tea Time. I think I'll also like show the colors next to each other, so we can really compare like the different tones of all these colors, especially like if you already own some of them like I did. We can really see, like, I'm curious to see how Americano compares to the cinnamon shade. So this one is Tea Time. You can see it's got like this like slightly rosy undertone to it. I think it's really, really beautiful. And you can see it's a little bit more pigmented than the Americano one. So it's kind of got like more of like a milky jelly base to it. I think it's really cool. Again, I'll do a second swatch, but I really do like this color. It's a really gorgeous, like, fall neutral color. I like that a lot. This could be great as like a background for a lot of different nail designs. It can be like a great neutral or like a great color to pair stuff with if you're not really sure you kind of need an accent nail or just like an extra neutral accent color. This could be great for that. Then we've got Maroon. And this one's gonna be more of like a reddish tone. Ooh, I love this color. Ugh, yes, oh my gosh. This is stunning. Absolutely gorgeous. Love this. Gorgeous, gorgeous color here. Temptation. This one is a little bit more of an orangey one. Yep. Oh, it's like more like a brighter red in comparison to the maroon. That's really pretty. You know, this kind of makes me think of like apples. Like autumn apples. Did you ever go apple picking as a kid, or even as an adult? Have you ever done it? I went apple picking a whole bunch as a kid, either on school trips or with my family. I always loved something like that. It always felt really fun. There's something so refreshing about like pulling an apple straight off of a tree and just like eating it straight after washing it, of course, because like it's dirty from the outside. But there's just something so wholesome about it, as opposed to just like eating an apple from the store, you know? I've always enjoyed doing apple picking and stuff, and this color over here is just making me think of a gorgeous ripe apple. Stunning. I really like it. Amber. I'm really excited for this color. I love ambery colors like this. Oh, look how gorgeous. Well, so stunning. Oh my gosh, it looks like honey. That is stunning. It literally just looks like golden honey. So gorgeous. Look at that. Looks like molten gold. I don't think the camera wants to focus on this color. Hello? There we go. Look at this gorgeous, like, molten gold honey color. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. Then we've got Hotness. This was one of the more like opaque colors in this gorgeous orange that has like this like gorgeous like muted brownish undertone to it. I love it. That color is absolutely gorgeous. I don't know why all of a sudden my camera decided it's like not going to focus on my swatches. Look how pretty that is. It's a gorgeous color. That's like perfect for pumpkins. If you're doing any pumpkin nail art or leaves, which I'll probably be doing a lot of in the coming season. I am super excited about this color. It's gorgeous. And then Enchanted over here. So this is going to be one of that like muted red. Oh, so beautiful. Really love that color. And it's also like not super opaque. Like it definitely is like more of like one of those like milky gels. You can see it's like kind of got like a thinner consistency to it. It's not as thick and opaque. I would say this one would probably benefit from a second coat just because it can end up looking a little bit streaky, as you can see here. I am also doing the swatch on the inside. It's always hard to like get that little divot to like hold gel nicely. But I like that it's like a much thinner, almost like a watery consistency. It's really interesting, and I love that color. I love it's like a dusty muted red. So beautiful. So I'm going to do a second layer swatch for all of these off camera, and then I'm curious to compare them side by side, and also compare them to like the two that I didn't swatch because I already own those. And I'm really curious to see how all of the browns compare to each other. So here they all are after doing second layer. I love these colors. They're so stunning. I wanted to compare specifically the cinnamon color with the Americano one. So this is the Americano, this is the new one, and here's the cinnamon one that I've had previously. I'm gonna scoot these off to the side just so they don't get like completely like distract the camera here. And I also, I guess, will compare tea time. So as you can see, they are all browns, but they're all different browns. This is definitely a more reddish brown. This one is also more sheer, and it has more of like a chocolatey undertone to it. And this one definitely has more of a rosy tone. It's much more cool tone. This one is definitely, oh, it's not even in camera. Sorry about that. This is more warm toned, it's got a reddish undertone. This one is definitely more neutral, and it's got a more chocolatey, deeper color to it. And then this one is lighter, and it has like a rosier undertone to it. So they're definitely not the same. They're all different colors. They're all browns, but they're all different browns, and I love all of them. They're so stunning. So whether or not you think these are too similar to each other and you don't need all of them, that's up to you, of course, but they're definitely not the same color. So I really like these. These are stunning. And then I also wanted to compare the red ones. The red ones are not going to look the same, mostly because like some of them are sheer, some of them are more intense, but I do want to just have them side by side, so at least you have a comparison. So this is the Paradise one. That one is one that I had from earlier, so I didn't swatch it in this video here. This one is the maroon shade, and then this one is the enchanted shade, right? Enchanted or temptation? The temptation shade. This one's a I didn't label these yet. Maroon, temptation, and then this one is the enchanted one. So this is definitely a much more dustier, toned down color. This is super, super bright in comparison, and then these two are more sheer. So this one has like almost like an orangey undertone when you compare it to something like this, which is much deeper. So again, they're all reds, but they're all different reds, and whether or not you need all of them, whether you need any of them, is completely up to you. Obviously, if you don't need anything, don't buy anything. If you want all of them, you won't be getting duplicates in this set, as long as, you know, you don't buy sets that have duplicates to them. But what I'm saying is these are all different. And then to compare the two more yellowy orangey ones to each other, this is Amber and this is the Hotness. So of course these are very different. This is a kind of like a dusty orange shade. This one is definitely like a honey color. If I was like, as you can see, like I keep all of my swatches on like rings like this, and I organize them by color. I would put this in the yellow category and this one in the orange category. So I wouldn't even call them, like I would say this is like an golden yellow, and I would say this is like a yellowy brownish orange, but it's still definitely in the orange family, according to me. So that's all of them here. Those are all the different gel polishes that I got and swatched out. Once again, let me know what you want to see, what kind of content you want to see with all the stuff that I picked up. This was super fun to unbox and definitely brought a little bit of fun to my very exhausting workday that I have to go back to now, which is really sad. But taking this little break to swatch out some gorgeous gels and play with some glitter. Cannot complain about that. I do love playing with this stuff. So these are all the swatches, and also the two that I had previously, but it's a little bit of a bulky situation to get those now because they're kind of on their swatch sticks, on their swatch rings. But these were the gel polishes. Let me know which one of these is your favorite. I can't decide. I like all of them for different reasons. These are my favorite kinds of colors, so of course I love them all. And let me know what else you want to see. So that's the end of this video here. Wish me luck going back to work now. Wishing all of you luck if you're sitting at work as well, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye!